This is Letitia Cooper, and you are watching Eliot Kelly TV. Never lose your passion.
Anyway, right now we got another caller. Clear your chest, bro. What you gotta say?
Yeah, morning.
Morning.
Yeah, I'm on, sorry. Wait,
You all right?
you gotta call in because my boss rang me right off this morning.
What's going on, man?
He say, I called him because I needed a sick day. Because I wasn't feeling too good. And I go on and I tell him, I say, boss, I can make it in because I test positive. Sorry, but I can be in tomorrow. It ain't no big deal. Tomorrow I can say, oh, don't come back here. Don't come back here for 2 weeks. Don't come back here for 2 weeks. I said, boss, you trying... You trying to cut me for 2 weeks just because I call in sick, boy? Are you so petty like that? And he's like, boss, you can't come back if you test positive.
Big man, positive for what exactly, bro? Like, what chlamydia or something? Gonorrhea? What you positive for, bro?
The thing I'm by the road up.
Oh, man. Hold on, the coronavirus? What, you...
Hello? Hello?
Big man, listen, Listen, you can't be calling here talking, but you get the coronavirus and thing, and you only want 1 day off. No, but I can't help you understand, what? Look, you send the Rona through the mic and I catch the Rona. Brother, you need to go to the hospital with all the way out there by Life for Key. You know the one we can't go to anyway? I don't know if you have the right amount of money for that, but you can need to go out there. Don't bring yourself in time, because plenty of y'all, this is what I don't like. Plenty of y'all getting the work with the Rona. And you're giving the Rona to other people. I know a gal who near Rona who almost catch the Rona. You know, 2 negatives don't go together. And 2 positives don't go together neither. I mean, I know I've been in school a long time, but right now, just clear your chest, bro. And big man, whoever you is right now, yeah, don't call back no more, yo. Hey, we need something to spread on the mics and thing, man. Think people calling you with the Rona and thing, man. Spread us down and then I coming back inside, right?
Sometimes I ask myself, well, where's the peace? Where's the joy? And in asking yourself that, you like turn on the light, like, okay, I gotta do something to bring me back in line.
Welcome to another dynamic episode of Eliot Kelly TV. I have with me Earlene Camielle, all the way from Nassau, Bahamas. We're going to be talking today about stories of incredible strength, courage, and survival. Welcome to Eliot Kelly TV.
Thank you. It is a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
Great. Earlene is a TV personality. She is an entrepreneur. She's a producer. She's an actress. And she's going to share some stories with us to help us develop in the areas of strength, as well as developing our courage, not only helping us to survive, but thrive in this economy. But before she does that, share with us your story.
Wow. So my story is one of that your ladder will be greater. Once I became an adult, I made it a point to change my life. But growing up, I grew up in with a lot of neglect, abuse, and I know about abandonment. So I didn't have the best childhood. However, outside of home, I had really good families that I connected to. So I saw a lot of love and support in other homes, and that carried through throughout my life, even becoming a mother myself. But like I said, once I became an adult, I went strong into the workforce. I did do college a little later, but of course, because I did not have the financial backing. But it has been a beautiful life. Even though I started off, under uncertain terms, I still made the best of it because, children, we're still going to play. We're still going to have an awesome time. But once I became an adult, I definitely changed the direction of my own life.
Thank you for sharing. We're going to learn more about you as the discussion continues. What does success mean to you, Camille?
Success to me is being wealthy in every area. So that is spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. And it's being wealthy with self. And I think that once you have that foundation with self, once you have that true identity, you're able to navigate in all those different areas that I mentioned. So it starts with self, and then it propels outwards into, finding grounding and just great success in all those different areas.
Thank you so much. What's the greatest challenge for you as a TV personality?
I would say I've struggled throughout my life with imposter syndrome. So I would say, I guess, those moments when it tries to knock at my door again, just going through that process of quieting that and working through it and pulling self above those, those feelings.
Certainly. And I totally know how you feel. You're in a safe place. I've interviewed thousands of people. When persons interview me, I feel the exact same way. It's like, wow, I'm not in the driver's seat and I love to be in control. So I know how that is. That's probably one of my greatest challenges, which is, so I can share with you as well, which is releasing that control. And I think as I've worked with that more, delegating tasks and allowing persons to do things for me, trusting them, it's expanded my business and allowed me and my teams to grow. What's your favorite story? What's your favorite story that displays strength and courage?
Wow, that has been on my set, JourneyTV. My favorites. You know what? I'm going to give you a favorite story in my personal life and then go to the TV. So I actually have a twin brother. And we're both 41 years old. We were married. Well, I'm divorced now, but we were married at the same time. And he actually lost his first wife in a tragic situation. But I watched him push through and he made a decision to live in a fulfilling way, even though he went through that pain. There was just this desire to push through constantly, to push through the hurt, to push through the pain. And he still showed up for other people 100%, and like 100%. So there's this deep will to live and thrive and succeed. And I've seen him in the most tragic situations, and that still shines through. And I am happy to say now that 8 years later, he's in love again. And I am looking forward to having a new sister soon, because I see the direction of this. So he still, again, lived a fulfilling life, pushing through that pain, and still didn't give up on, allowing someone else to come in and add to his life. So my favorite one would have to be Renelle Pierre. I'm sure a lot of your viewers would know, because you said you wanted to be FM. Renelle lost her twin sister, and this is why it's probably even more close to my heart, because I'm a twin. She lost her twin sister in the tragic plane crash with Dr. Miles and Ruth Monroe, and I think it was eight of them,
and others. Yes.
Yeah. So it was just the way that she shared that loss, but again, the beauty of her sister's memory came through, and their bond came through, and her desire just to live and still be happy. So it's just those stories that, we think that they're gonna break, like they do break us down in the moment, but we still thrive and we still, rise above it all.
When people see persons like yourself or me or other successful people, they only see the highlights. They never see the journey, they never see the toils, they never see the tribulations. What are some of the practices that you do on a daily basis? We call them rituals that you may do on a daily basis that help you to be courageous and give you strength and inner peace.
So I do find that innately there's some things that some people carry, and some things that other people, like, we carry different things. Somehow I naturally have that courageous, that push to just always push through. Like I mentioned, my twin brother earlier and Renelle earlier. So I guess it's connecting with those things that I innately carry on a daily basis. But the peace, that does have to become a part of my daily routine, like pulling at that peace. And I do have a strong foundation in Christ. So it is pulling on what is innately in me and then connecting with my maker, connecting with my maker daily. And that gives me a nice center. And even throughout the day, things happen. I mean, this is life. I'm still able to find that center and still, sometimes I ask myself, well, where's the peace? Where's the joy? And in asking yourself that, you like turn on the light, like, okay, I gotta do something to bring me back in line.
Thank you for sharing. That's very personal as well. I appreciate that. Knowing what you know now, Camielle, is there anything you would have done differently in your professional career?
I like I mentioned earlier, I got married young. So again, I'm divorced now. So I am single, just putting it out there. Sorry, Eliot.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Do your thing, girl. Work it.
That doesn't mean it's open. Like it ain't open. When I say it's not open, not like any and everyone. Yeah, we got a filter going on. And I had kids young as well. So I think I might have planned. Differently to start my college education earlier, even with having kids young. Not that I'm happy the process and how it unfolded, but I probably would have gone after starting my career and pushing to a higher level of education earlier. I think that would have changed it just would have sped things up because things have unfolded very well. It's just, I discovered purpose a little later in life. So it just would have sped things up.
And what's your contact details?
No, that was a shameless plug. Please take that out.
No worries. How can our audience get in contact with you, Camielle? Are you on Instagram? What's your socials?
So on Instagram, I am at Earlene Camielle. I'll show you. I'm sure you'll put it up on the screen. On Instagram, I'm at Earlene Camielle. On Facebook, also at Earlene Camielle. And on LinkedIn, Earlene Cartwright. And I don't want to give the email. Sorry.
No worries, guys. You'll have to hold out for that one. I think it is guys, right? It is guys, isn't it, Camielle?
Of course.
Okay, it is guys.
It is.
It is great stuff. If you haven't already done so, we're here with Camielle. Go ahead and smash that share button, smash that subscribe button. You know how we do it. Once you click that notification bell, you will be notified when we drop new content. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to, Camielle?
Oh, wow. Yes. My beautiful girls, they're grown, even though I call them girls. Sharyn, Shanead, and Destine, I love you. I'm sure they're watching.
Speaking about overcoming, speaking about strength, speaking about courage and survival and thriving, you have some great news with your new partnership with Tempo. Tell us a little bit more about that and what we can expect from you in the near future.
Yes, so we're going into our third season of JourneyTV, and we have been very successful here nationally in the Bahamas. And like you said, we've partnered with Tempo. And of course, Tempo it's going to be broadcasted over every Caribbean country. So we're very happy about that. We bring stories of hope and healing to help the community. And we find that even when the panel, our guests, they even find a deeper sense of healing as well. So it's all around healing. And then it helps people to understand that, listen, I'm not the only one going through this, because sometimes we think that it's just us. So it helps us to see that, you know what, I'm normal. And you know what, these things have happened before. And they sometimes repeat themselves over generations. And so it's helping to bring awareness to the fact that, these things are happening. You're not the only one, and you can overcome, because look at this example of someone who's doing so well, even though they've been handed this thing, you can overcome. So we're excited that it's going to be again across the Caribbean. And we may have some things, in the pipeline that next time I come on, I'll be able to share. But we do believe that our content applies to every community, not just in the Caribbean, internationally, because all of us go through life's twists and turns, and all of us are looking for just fulfillment and happiness. And sometimes it comes through just acknowledging or recognizing just what occurred, how and why, and then working past those things to get to healing. So again, Journey TV, it can help just everybody.
Good stuff. Thank you so much. You spoke about a word that we want to share about quickly. You spoke about issues in the community. As you're very aware, back home in the community of Bahamas, we have a lot going on right now. What would be your message to, we normally associate these conversations for adults who may be going through stress, who may be vulnerable, who may be having challenges. What would be your messages to our young people as well, who may be passing through those same waters?
This is a tough one, because I know that you would have watched my, my story, and sexual abuse was one thing that I did endure. And that's actually how, everything is unfolding with Journey TV and everything. That's how it started, with me sharing my story. So this is a pretty deep, sensitive topic for me. And sometimes, it's hard to even connect with what baby Bella went through. It's hard to connect what she went through. But I would say that I'm going to speak to the adults first, and then, we'll, for the adults, because there is many adults out there who they have not admitted to anybody that this has happened to them. Sometimes, they haven't even admitted it to themselves. So I just think that it's important to acknowledge, even with only yourself, what took place, and let yourself know that this, you're a victim. This was not supposed to happen. I know for me, I actually wrote a letter to my younger self, and I called her Camille, my middle name, baby, Earlene Camielle. So acknowledging, connecting with how it has affected you. You can tell someone, if you can tell someone, especially someone who can verify or validate that this did happen, because sometimes family members know, we think that they don't know. And then you can decide how far you want to go in that moment. Do I want to make actions to get past this? And then even if you have to leave it, even if you take those steps and leave it there and revisit it in a few months, a year or so, just revisit it until you're able to continue to walk through the steps to healing and getting freedom from that offense that took place, towards you. As far as for the children, I would say, tell someone, open your mouth and tell someone. And even if, your teacher doesn't want to listen to you, if your parents don't want to listen to you, tell the neighbor. I know baby Bella, she spoke to the neighbors. Tell another cousin, just tell everybody that you can tell until you get someone's attention. This is not fair, that this is happening to you. But I do believe that God has assigned angels to each of us. Each of us have guardian angels. And I do believe that even though this is occurring because someone has stepped outside of the will of God, He gives all of us free will. It is not the will of God that this should be happening. But men and women, we have free will. And this bad person is the one that is doing it. But I do believe that His presence is still there with us, and with you, and just know that you're not always going to be this age. You're going to grow up, and you're going to be able to make your life for yourself, which is, like I mentioned earlier, when I became an adult, I was able to change the trajectory of my life. Yeah.
Thank you. It's something that I can hear your passion, and I share your passion in a teaching and a coaching capacity myself. I come across many females, and surprisingly, many males who have been through circumstances which they may not want to air in the first instance. There are a lot of people that are struggling with sexual abuse, drug abuse, other sorts of abuses, and they're unable. I mean, my primary focus is financial literacy training, but you cannot get that level of self-confidence or that level of a strong self-image if you're still struggling with that very fabric of abuse or broken fabric of abuse, I should say. It's not even a wholeness. So one needs to be a little bit more complete before they can start focusing on getting their money right or getting their purpose right. Thank you so much for sharing. It's been a very emotional conversation. We're looking forward to having you back with us, Camielle. We do have a quote today, and of course, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know how we do it. We're here with Earlene Camielle, and she is talking about the stories of incredible strength, courage, and survival. Our quote today is, resilience is all about being able to overcome the unexpected. Sustainability is about survival. The goal of resilience is to thrive. And that's Jemay Casquillo. It was for me, a very timely quote, a very sensitive issue. We take this so serious that we will be offering some support numbers and support contacts at the end of today's show. You can find those down in the comments where you can reach out to those persons. I think the most important thing that Camielle shared, amongst all of the important things that she shared today, is to reach out to someone. Reach out, raise the alarm, let somebody know what's going on in your home, in your office, wherever it is that you are, in your campsite. Let someone know, at your uncle, at your auntie, let them know what's going on. Any parting words, Camielle?
Well, I would add to what you've just said, that when a victim lets you know, act on it. Act on it. Have the courage to act on it. At auntie, at uncle, like how you just said, we just have to stop turning a blind eye and stop thinking that, I can't get involved or I can't do anything, I can't make a difference. So I want to urge our community just to act and to do something about it.
Thank you. We wanted to personally commend you as well, Camielle, for being what I see as a role model there in the Bahamas and nationally, representing us on a large scale. You're doing some great work, and I only expect even bigger things from you. The sky is definitely not the limit for you. You've been on with Camielle. We've been talking about the stories of incredible strength, courage, and survival. I'm Eliot Kelly, and you're on Eliot Kelly TV. Never lose your passion.